Can we believe? Should we believe? Certainly against Cape Verde, we should believe.
Graham, I think we can. I think there's a nice vibe around Bafana at the moment. We know that Stuart Baxter is a very shrewd planner. I don't think he's going to fall into the trap of underestimating Cape Verde Islands. They're going into quite a different sort of culture for South Africa. They're always challenging going to a venue like that. Mystery factor for a lot of the players. But I think there's a good maturity about the squad. I think a little bit of concern that Itumeleng Khune is not going to be there to sort of gee the troops up from the back. You know, he's a real sort of animated figure at the back there, not being there. So let's just be a little bit careful, but really I think we need to aim for the full house in this game in Cape Verde, and then of course the immediate follow-up on Tuesday in Durban. And I think most South African punters will be looking for maximum haul for Bafana to really put the pressure on in that group and make sure that they can get that vital top spot.
Yeah, we're sitting pretty in our group at the moment. We've got the wins under the belt already, and I think the main thing here is the team is gelling. As you say, there is a wonderful energy there. Dean Furman has been brilliant, the midfield maestro. But right across the board, I think there is a belief that we can do this. So sending all of our positive energy, because you know that it's going to be a hostile crowd out there tonight when they take on Cape Verde. That game kicking off at 8:30. A couple of other games. Ghana up against Congo. That's going to be a cracker. Nigeria versus Cameroon. That's going to be a massive showdown. Zambia and Algeria. That's tomorrow. And Gabon against the Ivory Coast also tomorrow. So then we move across franchises, across continents, across hemispheres to the Pro 14 competition. Completely new territory, certainly from a South African perspective. How should our two teams, we were talking that there might be a danger of thinking that this is a competition for the almost Rands because we've taken the Kings and the Cheetahs, who are noticeably chopped out of Super Rugby and thankfully got this wonderful platform. How do we feel about the Pro 14? We are battling some of the best Northern Hemisphere sides and a lot of South Africans in those sides.
Absolutely. You mentioned that. I mean, the Cheetahs immediately kick off against Ulster, who have got 5 South Africans in their pack. So, in other words, a dominant South African presence in their Irish pack. So you can hear a few Afrikaans line-out calls, perhaps, a bit of confusion maybe, but it'll almost help them feel a little bit at home. It's going to be very tough for them. Don't forget Northern Hemisphere heading towards that sort of, the colder season there, although it shouldn't be too bad yet. It's deeper in the season that they'll find it more of an issue. We've got to remember that the Cheetahs and Kings are coming out of they've already had a long season. They weren't expecting initially to go straight into a new competition at this time of the year when a lot of our players would be starting to think about sort of winding down and thinking beach.
Recharging the body. And this, it's only going to culminate next year. Massive rounds, 21 rounds in it there. It culminates next year. Just looking at that Cheetahs outfit, Opa Mahoje, Francois Fenta not there due to injury, and of course Francois getting his Springbok call-up, so congratulations there. But a ton of Sevens players popping up in that Cheetahs outfit. Yeah,
that's great. I mean, it's the Cheetahs love to play running rugby, so the more Sevens players you infuse, the better the chance that they're going to stick to their culture. I don't see the Cheetahs deviating from their run it from deep. Clayton Blomeke is actually starting at fly half, which means that you know what statement they're making. It's all about running the ball, and they're not going to deviate too much. And I think that it'll be the Northern Hemisphere people will appreciate seeing a South African team that really has a strong sort of 15-man rugby ethic playing up there. We know that the game can be a little bit sort of slow and tedious in the Northern Hemisphere. I think the Cheetahs and the Kings potentially can enliven it a little bit and actually add quite a bit of value to that sort of Northern culture.
Oh, it's going to be an awesome weekend. Of course, a big congratulations to Michael Willems, who's going to be captaining the Kings there as well. But we want to hear those messages of support coming through for Bafana taking on Cape Verde today, later this evening, 8:30. Rob, thank you so much, sir.
Thanks,
Enjoy the weekend sport. Tough job he has.
Well, listen, we're taking a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. When we get back, we'll take a look at all those hashtags trending, including the hashtag I Got Caught moments.
Yeah, and also a big hashtag that's trending right now is hashtag TIOT8. Make sure you're part of the action. Of course, follow all of the at My Tropica social media accounts to stand a chance of winning that golden ticket that puts you straight through to the auditions to be part of the brand new season of Tropica Island of Treasure Maldives. But listen, check it out. Who's this guy dancing up a storm in the studio? Of course, Mi Casa's here. Dr. Judah Moti, Jay something about to bring us familiar.
say sorry, oh girl, when I know I let you down, when I know that I was wrong. Tell me, how do I, baby? Oh, so you're tired of the same old stories, oh yeah, but I need you around, wouldn't be the same without you. You, I promise you, I know what I'm asking might be too much to take. Yeah, I'm not one for begging, but when it comes to you, things change. Yeah, and I go like, oh, and na, would you please forgive me? 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 Let's go back to where we started. I'll put in the word, since I'm the one to blame. Anything for us, babe. I wanna bring back the passion. Yes, I do.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
At Samsung, we develop technology so you can live life. Samsung, a way of life.
Yes, welcome to it. This is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, only on SABC3. Welcome to you on this 1st of September 2017, Spring Day. Let's quickly take a look at what's caught so many's attention on social media and what's trending this morning.
You know, there's a lot of guys who are, they suffer in silence. And the reason why we say this is because we found some hilarious photos of the things that some boyfriends have to do to take the perfect shot of their girlfriend. I mean, we're talking about standing on the edge of a bathtub, crouching or even lying on the floor. I mean, it's ridiculous, but hey, they do what they need to do.
Baby, can please take a picture of me and my girls?
Yeah. Look at that.
That is so cute.
Zoe says that's so cute. Are you talking about the outfit, the sun?
Or the guy?
Oh man, that's brilliant. Well, a bit of a laugh there. You can let us know on our social media platforms what videos, what hashtags, what cute pictures are catching your attention. Hit us up on all of our social media platforms at Expresso Show. That's what you need to use.
Well, I'll tell you what, we quickly want to apologize for the technical issues we experience with the sound right now. Perhaps the sound gods out there were just so excited to hear these guys perform. Mi Casa in the house. From the sold-out stages all over Africa and Europe, they bring us music from their 4th studio album called Familia. And here they are, about to bring that Friday feeling with Na Man. Harry.
Hola, drop the gun, me. All right, let's go. Vamos lá, ha. Achoo. Just a move. Give it to me. started. Yeah, I'll put in work since I'm the one to blame. Anything for us, darling. Now I wanna bring back the passion. Yeah, I do. I wanna bring back the fashion into our love. I know what I'm asking might be too much to take. I'm not one for begging, but when it comes to you, things change. Yeah. Please forgive me. How and na. Would you please forgive me? 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 Oh, na, would you please forgive me? Oh, na, would you please forgive me? Oh, na, would you please forgive me? Oh, no, won't you please forgive me?
Even got the special little live ending there, my gents there. Nice one. Good to have you guys back in studio. I hope you loved it as much as we did here, man. Listen, let us know what you thought about that performance, of course. Make sure that you catch Mi Casa on their Familia album tour. It's tonight at Grand West. Tickets will run you between 150 and 350 bucks a piece, man. It looks like you guys had fun making this album, looking at that.
It's been so much fun, man.
Yeah?
It's such a happy album. So it's just representative of how we're feeling at the moment. We're just in a good space.
It's one of those honest albums, man.
One of those honest albums. Can't wait to hear all about it. Right now, we do have to quickly go to the news, but we'll have more from Mi Casa a bit later. Would you please forgive me, Nana?
Thank you so much, Kat. In the national news this morning, COSATU has announced plans for a nationwide strike on September the 27th. The Labour Federation said in Johannesburg yesterday that the strike is aimed at corruption, state capture and job losses. COSATU General Secretary Becky Nchalinchali said the twin evils of corruption and job losses had cost workers their jobs and robbed people of much-needed services. The strike will be legally protected and will affect all sectors of the economy, he said. Western Cape Premier Helen Zille has outlined a number of interventions such as surface water and desalination to avoid a situation where the province will run out of water due to the current drought. Zille told a media briefing in Cape Town yesterday that although the current water situation is worrying, there is no need to panic. Following drought relief of more than 74 million rand from national government this week, the province's disaster relief fund has swelled to 295 million rand. Now moving further abroad, a Catholic bishop in the Central African Republic says that he has been sheltering some 2,000 Muslims from Christian militia for the last 3 months. Bishop Juan Jose Aguera Munoz of Bangassou said that the church's compound was surrounded by an aggressive anti-Balaka militia. The UN's humanitarian chief and the CAR, Stephen O'Brien, has warned of possible genocide. Doctors Without Borders were forced to suspend operations in Bangassou last week. And then finally, Iraq's Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi says the Nineveh province has been fully liberated from the so-called Islamic State after the district of Tal Afar was recaptured. His announcement yesterday followed the defeat of the jihadist group in the town of Ayadia. It leaves IS in control of just a few urban areas and some barren desert in central and western Iraq. IS militants seized control of much of Nineveh, including the provincial capital of Mosul, in June 2014. Well, that was your 7 o'clock news update. Let's get a look at what's happening in the world of sport with Graham.
So we kick it off with international football. The 2018 Soccer World Cup is just around the corner. Of course, Bafana return to their qualifying campaign this evening at 8:30, taking on Cape Verde. In African qualifying, South Africa currently sitting in second in Group D on 4 points after a 1-1 draw with Burkina Faso, and of course, very memorable 2-1 win over Senegal. In some other big African qualifying fixtures to look out for tonight, we've got Ghana tackling the Congo, a big one there. Nigeria up against Cameroon, while Senegal, they face off against Burkina Faso. Our foes next week at home. Then moving to rugby, no break at all for the Cheetahs and the Southern Kings as they head abroad for a brand new season of the Pro 14 rugby tournament. It kicks off this weekend with those two South African franchises in action. The Cheetahs, they open their account against Ulster in Northern Ireland. Going to be a tough draw with many South Africans in that side. While tomorrow, the Southern Kings, they're in action against the defending champions out of Wales. It's the Scarlets. Some other fixtures this weekend. We've got the Cardiff Blues taking on Edinburgh. The Ospreys facing Italian outfit Zebre, while Connacht, they battle it out against the Glasgow Warriors. Then the transfer window, I think for many soccer leagues, most of them around the globe, has closed officially, and that's has seen some unbelievable moves. I think none more so than the record-breaking move of Neymar to Paris Saint-Germain. They've now also confirmed the signing of Kylian Mbappe, and that's just on a one-year loan from Monaco. However, come this time next year, the Paris side, they're going to be obliged to buy the young striker for £165 million. Clearly, they've got some bank on their side. Then in the PSL, one big move, Cape Town city striker Lebogang Manyama sadly is leaving the country, but it's a great move for him as he heads over to the Turkish side, Konyaspor. So we wish him well on his journey there. Then returning to the US Open, we've seen so many big scalps falling, but it seems that Roger Federer's quest for a third Grand Slam title this year has continued. He is showing no signs of slowing down. Up against Mikhail Yuzhny, he beat him in 5 sets at the Open yesterday, battling from 2 sets down though. A good test for the Fed Express, but he is marching on. Pulled off that win in 3 hours and 8 minutes to set up a round 3 clash with Feliciano Lopez. Some other results saw day 4 wins for Juan Martin Del Potro, Yelena Ostapenko and Karolina Pliskova. And that's where we leave our sport for now.
Well, let's take another look at your roads, and we start off in Meadowland. There's some protest action currently taking place on the Soweto Highway. Motorists should please avoid this route. Then in Gauteng and Alexandra, there's also been an accident on London Road westbound before 22nd Avenue. We move over to the Western Cape in Durbanville, where there was an accident on the N1 inbound under the Old Oak Road Bridge. And in the Western Cape in Kraaifontein, there's also an accident on the N1 inbound at Justenberg Vlakte. Now, the main carriageway is closed, so please use an alternative route. That's where we leave your traffic for now on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Let's take a look at those highs and lows for your Friday, the 1st of September. Spring is here. We love it. And it looks like you can expect a chilly to a mild day leading up to the weekend. Let's run you through those temperatures quickly. Polokwane 8 grade minimum en 'n maksimum van 'n warm 28 later. Mbombela 11-24, Pretoria 8-27, Johannesburg 5 en 'n maksimum 24, Mahikeng 7-28, Klerksdorp 6 en 'n maksimum 24, Kimberley 4-23, Bloemfontein 1 graad minimum en 'n maksimum 22. Richards Bay 15-20, Pietermaritzburg on 8 degrees minimum with a maximum 20, Durban 16-22, Mthatha 6-17, East London 11-19, Cradock 2 this morning minimum with a maximum 19 degrees, Port Elizabeth 10-18, George 9-18, Sutherland starting off on 1 degree minimum with a maximum 18 degrees, Cape Town 11-20, Worcester 2 degrees minimum with a maximum 24, Springbok 12-24, and Uppington starting off on 8 degrees and a nice and hot maximum of 27 degrees for your Friday. That's a wrap of your temperatures for the 7 o'clock bulletin. I'm back just after 8 with a final look.
Book on Travel Start. We will turn your guilt trips into good trips.
All right. Hey, quiet there in the back. I know Mi Casa's here. We're very excited. Listen, just a quick rehash of that. They're going to be at the Grand Africa here at Granger Bay, so otherwise known as the Grand Beach. Go check them out there. That's where their concert is happening tonight. But now, it's time for us to play Expresso Rewind. You know, if you've been watching the show this week, then you most likely know all the answers to these questions. But of course, as always, we put to our fellow presenters here, they need to have a sound to indicate that they'd like to answer the question. Come in here, Ewan. And then, of course, whoever makes the sound first gets to answer the question. What's your...
Me.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. And of course, the rules are you must wait for me to finish the question first. Question 1, guys, here we go.
Okay,
True or false? South Africa has the highest obesity rate in sub-Saharan Africa. I heard ooh first, I gotta say.
It's true.
It is absolutely true. There we go. Well done. All right. All right. Face forward. Face forward. Here we go. Face forward, guys.
We need to sit on the corner here because
face forward. Here we go. Question number 2. JP21 is a foundation started by which Proteas cricket player? Oh, the me was first. The me, I had a me. Yeah.
It was JP to me.
JP Dumi is correct, Mundo!
I call shenanigans.
On what? On what?
Shenanigans.
How about you move on with the next question? Face forward, guys. Here we go. Next question. What is George Wanty's new single called?
George
that was bang.
Come on.
Josh.
Oh my word.
No, the bang was first.
Romeo. I've got to need
Romeo! All right, so the only person thus far without a point is Graham. Perhaps he can recover it here at the death. Listen up. Face forward. What was the result of the burger building challenge between Leanne and Zoe? That was Nair. That was Nair. That was first.
It was a draw.
It was a tie! Just like today's game of Expresso Rewind, it is a tie.
This ever happened before.
Even spread. Well done.
Anyway,
just
thanks for playing along, guys. Here's a question for you at home now. A recent study reported that the prevalence of overweight and obese South Africans has risen to what percentage? Okay, think about that one. Risen to what percentage? Share the answer with us on social media. And if you're not sure, be sure to visit our YouTube channel and watch all the videos from the past week and listen out for it. I can tell you that this particular question was on Tuesday when we had our health chat. And of course, you can find all the other videos there too.
Do you think people at home have their own sounds? Do you think just people across the country are going, I
think they are allowed to look at the screen and they can shout out the answer.
I hope you do play along at home. All right.
All right. Anyways, let's quickly take a look at what's coming up after the break. Don't go anywhere. The latest in wearable technology. Awesome stuff. We love it.
Exactly. And because spring has sprung, we take a look at SABC1's brand new lineup. All that and more coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Bang, bang.
back on a beautiful Friday, a spring day at that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Time now for our weekly tech roundup with our expert, editor of bandwidthblog.com, tennis, Janssen van Rensburg. What a week it's been. I think dominating the tech headlines, Galaxy Note 8. They've announced, obviously, this incredible new device, a smart speaker to go with that. Now, a little bit of wearable tech.
Yeah.
Looking at your arm, were you lucky enough to get anything?
Not quite.
So what's the buzz?
Right, so it's IFA, the conference in Berlin, and there's obviously a lot of new tech being launched, all in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
First and foremost, the Samsung devices are really, taking the world by storm.
Yeah, they're dominating. Yeah.
After the launch of the Note 8 just a week before, now we've got the Gear Sport. So as you can see, it's a circular smartwatch. It looks a lot like the Gear S3 that they've launched previously, but this one is more for the fitness-minded consumer, right? So it's a little bit thinner, a little bit lighter. It doesn't have 4G connectivity, but it also gives you a lot better water resistance. So you can literally jump into the pool, jump out of the pool onto your bike, and there you go. It's as simple as that. And it's got all the same smart functionality as we had with the Gear S3. So it's going to be a hell of a seller, I think, especially in South Africa. It might do very well.
Yep, I love that. The triathletes are like, no, it's mine, it's mine. Then Game of Thrones, I mean, come on. Game of Thrones has been blowing our minds. R.R. Martin is here. George R.R. Martin at that is so slow. So slow, in fact, that the series has outstripped him writing the books. He's busy with the current one, The Winds of Winter. But I think we might be needing to turn to an AI to just finish it.
So a tech developer has basically built an AI that has taken the first 5 books in the series, crunched all the numbers, kind of extracted a lot of data from those books, and he's built an AI with neural networks that is actually writing the next book as an aside, just to see how quickly you can outdo George R.R. Martin.
I guarantee you everyone's going to die. Everyone is going to die. Plug that into a quantum computer, please.
Well, actually, the developer said that it's quite difficult to build this AI because there are so many characters, so many place names.
So many variables.
The computer actually forgets who died and who didn't.
Just like us. That's how they can bring in characters who have passed away as new characters in the series, but we love it. And then a big move for Google. They actually have a brand new logo.
Yeah, so they've changed the whole look of YouTube. So, I mean, I'm a YouTube junkie, right? So I got used to it relatively quickly, and with that I say a couple of days. But for a lot of people, I think it's going to be a big shock when you come to the new site, when you first come to the new logo, the new look. It's a little bit darker, it's a little bit cleaner. So it's kind of part of this whole philosophy that Google have to clean up all of their services, make all of it look more or less the same, so it's one cohesive ecosystem. And I think it's taken quite a couple of people, by surprise. But I think it's just going to add the functionality that they need to kind of drive the users to become more engaged with their platform, and that was the idea behind it.
Because that market has become so segmented now. Some major players, Facebook, a lot of people driving into that content space as well, so they need to differentiate themselves. My brother, thank you so much for keeping up to speed. I know it's your job, but we love it. Thanks for letting us plug into your brain. Come on, George R.R. Martin, get writing, sir. There's an AI after you.
Well, as you know by now, Samsung have recently unveiled their new flagship device, the Galaxy Note 8, and have exclusively given us one to give to you. And trust me, you want to get your hands on this phone. Now, the bigger and better 6.3-inch display gives you the ultimate immersive viewing experience, and allows you to multitask like never before. It's also the first Samsung device with a dual camera. And of course, the new improved S Pen now allows you to draw emojis and GIFs, as well as translate phrases and write down notes.
Absolutely. Now, listen to this. If you want to stand a chance to win, head on over to our Expresso Facebook page right now and tell us what your new favorite feature is. Is it that S Pen that Leanne was referring to, or perhaps the dual camera, or even the Bixby artificial intelligence that brings your phone to life? Now, you have until 12 p.m. today to enter, so make sure that you do. And the Galaxy Note 8, that's valued at 8,500 Rand, could be all yours. Be sure to remember that terms and conditions do apply and can be found online at expressoshow.com.
Oh, well, listen, spring is on your doorstep, and it's not just the weather doing changes. In fact, your TV screens will be changing too. SABC One is launching an exciting new lineup, including a highly anticipated drama series called Chivichu.
SABC1 is giving their viewers a lot to look forward to with their new content offering, and I'm here at the Springburst Media Launch to give you the 4-on-1 on their new talent and enjoy an afternoon of festivities and, of course, the new shows. Let's go.
SABC1 Mzansi for sure is ushering in a new season in television with a new batch of fresh and innovative shows.
Our audiences expect fresh content from time to time, but as well as, recommissions of popular shows. So today we're launching both new shows, renewals, as well as evergreens.
Exciting additions to the schedule include a new drama as well as 2 sitcoms.
Shabisto, how are you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing well, and you?
I'm very good, my man. So what do you think of SABC1's new content offering?
SABC1 is going to be trending from now until 2020. It's going to be rocking big time. I'm very impressed with the new content, the talent, and everything that is going to be taking place.
And you are in Tuli, not Tulani. Can you chat to us a little bit about your character?
Yes, I'm in Tuli no Tulani and I play Amanda. Amanda is the fabulous Instagram queen, celeb. She's everything social media. So please catch her every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. on SABC1, Mzansi for sure.
Tango, what do you think of SABC1's new content offering?
They're getting the youth involved. I see they have a lot of youth programs as well where they engage with them with pertinent questions that pertain to what is happening in the country. And I think that's great because the more you have the youth involved, because they're the future, and they're appealing more to that demographic, but it's also balanced.
One of the new sitcoms, Rented Family, sees Trevor Gumbi return to acting in this show, where characters cross paths as they rent rooms in a family home with hilarious results. A perfect fit for a family man like Gumbi.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Thanks for chatting to us.
Awesome.
So how does it feel being part of the SABC1 family?
Very, very proud of it, sir. Very proud of it. I'm on a hit game show. I host Friends Like These. This is Topla, which is broken records. Rented Family, which is launching tonight.
And what's happening with the All-Stars here?
SABC1 hooked me up. They're hooking everybody up for free of charge. They personalize your sneakers. So I got my son's names and their dates of birth, both of them. And then the SABC1 logo, okay? Because all other channels follow.
Adding to SABC1's lineup of great local drama, Chovicho is cutting-edge storytelling at its best.
My director, business partner, Vincent Molloy, was inspired by the culture of Spanzula, and he told us about the idea and we came on board, as co-creators, and that was 4 years ago though. It took us 4 years to get to this.
Yes!
My character is called Mafred. He used to be a very great dancer back in his time, and because he doesn't know how to dance as well anymore, he doesn't give up on his passion and he puts a group together, and through the dance and through the group he tries to keep the community going and just inspire them positively.
And how did you prepare for the character? Did you take dance lessons? Are you a natural dancer?
I am a natural dancer, but I'm not good with Sapanzola or the genre of Sapanzola called Skanda. But yeah, it was very challenging. I'm not as smooth as I used to be back then when it comes to dance.
Well, my character, he's a guy from the Free State who grew up in the mines, came to Gauteng here, and he's here for one reason, and one reason is that he wants gold. And he's trying to persuade the whole township to become business-minded like him.
I play the character Deepa Pang. She's a church girl. She's the only singer in the entire show who really explores what it is to become a pop star, what it is to be in the music industry, the good, the bad, and what goes with it, and how you deal with it.
With fantastic characters and stories to share, SABC1 is proving they believe that life and TV are one.
Exciting times ahead on our TV of course, this spring. But something that was also exciting was the fact that Woolworths launched the start of the whole spring-summer season with a very anticipated event. It was called the Hello Summer event, and Zoe was lucky enough to attend. It looked lit. I saw it on social media. It looked amazing.
I had so much fun. It was at Sandton City at the Woolworths there, and they really went all out. And I'm not just talking about fashion. There were beauty and food. Whole bunch of influencers, celebrities were there, all taking part. And, know, sharing their experience. And I think this was for me the best part was that you were able to customize your experience, your fashion experience. So as you can see, this denim jacket I'm wearing is an exclusive jacket that they customized for me. In fact, this one was made from crystal birch, and you know, as you can see, there's
I love the tassels. That is something that is so unique. I mean, I've never seen anything like that before. And they added that on the jacket on the day?
So this was Crystal Birch's masterpiece, but last night you could go to the station at the denim and you could customize any of the pieces you purchased. So whether it's denims or a jacket yourself, and you could really play around with it. And what's quite exciting is that specific one, yes. It's a very special one. I'll tell you a little bit more about that one. But so anyone that wants to have their own bespoke pieces created, they can go on Saturday. It will take place from 10 a.m. all the way through till 3 p.m. at Sandton City Woolworths. So you can also go and recreate your own jacket and create a unique piece. I think that for me was the best. But I mean, it wasn't just fashion. I mean, I'm also talking about last night, the food. They really brought out the best and it was all about showcasing their healthy collections. And really it was, you know, everywhere you went there was a little treat, but they made it healthy. So we even had, for example, curried popcorn, like it had turmeric over it, but it was absolutely healthy. They had a juice bar, and everywhere you went they had these healthy juices. And let's not forget about beauty. Now, Woolworths Beauty, they're offering, you know, their spring, summer. It really was varied, and they had such a huge collection. And I really love that the latest products and findings out that it was all about finding out about the big trends. And, you know, there was a beauty makeover bar where you could go, you know, get some your brows done. There was all about, you know, inspired makeovers. There was also a Foxbox nail bar where you could get the latest in, you know, creations. Those were unveiled in terms of nail art. And I think, you know, I think for me, hands down, the entire experience was customized to that individual.
It's beautiful. Well, I'm just looking at what you're wearing right now. It's so beautiful. It's so unique. You're not going to find anything that looks like this jacket anywhere in South Africa because it's been created for you.
Specifically created. And you know, we saw images earlier of a jacket I said that was quite special for you. Well, I got something really, really special.
Oh, no, you didn't.
We had one made for you. Look at this, Lee.
This is so beautiful. Is this what they were painting just now?
That's what they were painting. Graphic artists, illustrators, they were all there getting hands on. So this one's for you to have some fun, really to play around.
Christmas has come early. I love this. How beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And there's a tiger.
There's a tiger, yes.
Thank you so much. Oh,
well, I hope you like that. And if you guys at home love our jackets as much as we do, then give it a try yourself. Be sure to head to Woolworths Sandton in Johannesburg tomorrow for your opportunity to customize your very own Woolworths, doing it big things in the world of beauty, food, and fashion. And I think it's time to say hello, summer, indeed.
Yeah, it's clear that spring has sprung. As you can see, we're really taking it all in. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we talk to Easy Freak as they explain the lyrics to one of their songs, Moves On You.
And then we know spring is here. You can tell by the flower there. It has popped, but there is a little bit of a chill in the air, so let's warm you up with a beautiful, spicy cinnamon porridge. Yum.
I can dig that.
Shake it, shake it.
Welcome back, you beautiful people. It is Spring Day, the 1st of September. So let's give you a little free data. Vodacom is offering customers a chance to explore more of the internet every day, where they focus on different sites in their Make Your Day campaign, where you can get yourself up to 1 gig of free data.
That's a lot of data to do a lot with. So to kick off Spring in style, the online-based music streaming service Deezer has created a Spring Day playlist, which is a mix of local and international pop and chart hits to usher in the warmer weather. So head on over to Deezer.com and then search for the keywords Spring Fever to listen to this playlist with your free data. Of course, you can do that. And of course, don't forget that you can also enjoy Sports Saturday. There's also Video Sundays with the Vodacom Make Your Day campaign this weekend. What would you be listening to right now? What's your track?
I was thinking, and this, I think we all woke up this morning going, I wonder if Mi Casa are on that spring playlist.
Hopefully,
come
they
on,
should be.
man,
They should
come
be.
on. So if you want to get in on the act, get yourself 1 gig of free data today. What you have to do with your Vodacom SIM card, keep a positive data balance, then dial *111*634#, or even easier, download the latest version of the My Vodacom app and claim that free data daily. All of the terms and conditions and the full list of partnered websites that you get to enjoy through this period, all available on vodacom.co.za.
Oh, well, listen, with a natural infusion of pop, electro, funk and soul, music duo Easy Freak, they are taking South Africa's airwaves, they're the radio airwaves, by storm. And with their latest single, Moves on You, we had to ask them to explain their lyrics.
What's up, I'm Dom. I'm Jude. We're from Easy Freak. Today we're going to be explaining the lyrics to our track, Moves on You, featuring Raheem Gamet. Unfortunately, he's not here with us today. He's moved up to Joburg, but we're going to try our best to explain some of his lyrics. Yeah.
1, 2, like, hey. Back out, side. Skyline for the backdrop. Trying to find new memes to describe us. And they blue with the collar, so we down one.
So Raz's verse starts off, skyline for the backdrop. Trying to find new means to describe us. And ain't nothing blue but the collar. Now they're down one, knock off when all the goons come through. So yeah, he's just talking about kind of his surroundings, a bit of his background. So we wrote it here, we got the skyline for the backdrop, we got kind of from like more of a blue collar background. He's just talking about his experience. And then he's kind of just gearing up with his mates for a night out, for a party.
And toast to the saga. If I know, you don't come through. When the other girls get brought up, you I'm gon' honor.
Toast to the saga. If I know, you're gonna come through. When the other girls get brought up, you I'm gonna honor. And so Raz basically talking about toasting to their big night outs, getting amped, getting excited. And he's talking about how when them other girls are coming around, he's gonna honor you and you.
Cause I know you're gonna be there, and I know you're hoping I'm there too.
Because I know you're gonna be there, and I know you're hoping I'm there too. So girl, you best believe it. Tonight I'm making moves on you. It's pretty self-explanatory. We're talking about how there's one specific girl that we've got our eyes on, and we're gonna make moves on her.
We won't try without you. We gon' get lit or not.
Says that beat don't drop without you. We're gonna get lit or not. Cause I know you're looking at me too. Don't stop, I'm on you. Ready or not, tonight I'm making moves on you. It's just more of the same. It's just talking about how we're getting excited, we're getting amped, and like she needs to know that I'm making moves on her. Yeah.
She got a man, I don't care for it. He said he ain't tagging, therefore I fast forward.
Making moves like a chessboard, been feeling since the airport. She got a man I don't care for. He said he ain't tagging, therefore fast forward. So that's basically talking about the moves he's making on this girl. He's being strategic about it. And her man's not coming through tonight, so he's gonna make some moves when he's got the chance.
Tripping, I'ma lick your face. Let's get a shooter. We found, let's get lost like Bermuda. Down with whatever, give and take.
I'm tripping, I'ma lick your face. Let's get a shooter. Let's get lost like Bermuda. Down with whatever, give and take. Heard you just got back from London, fed up with the great. So yeah, we don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But we've got some ideas.
Yeah, I'm making moves like, hey, make moves like, hey, I'm making moves like, hey, make moves like, I'm making moves, like, making moves, like, hey, I'm making moves, like.
Easy freak moves like you. We absolutely love those, gents. But right now, it is a beautiful day here in the Mother City. It is spring day, the 1st of September 2017. Can you believe it? But it is right about time for breakfast this morning. Thank goodness, because I'm rather starving. Now, Graham is in the kitchen, and we're sorting you out with a traditional, nostalgic breakfast recipe this morning.
I can definitely concur that hot porridge in the morning is something most of us remember from our childhood. There's something very nostalgic about digging into a warm, hearty bowl of creamy porridge. Well, today we evoke those memories with our version of tasty wheat porridge. Of course, knowing Zola jazzed up with something cool. I'm seeing nuts, I'm seeing dried fruit, a little bit of cinnamon. Zozo.
Hi.
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 All right. She acts like she's surprised to see you, you know. I'm always excited to connect with you. Why? Because you can take something that we know and love and give it even more love, which is awesome. What are we doing this
So
morning?
we're adding some cinnamon, some warm spices to this, and like you said, we're adding some dried fruit and some nuts for some texture. So porridge doesn't have to be like ordinary, it can be extraordinary.
Yeah, and you know, there's a lot of bland porridge going around the studio every day because everyone's on some kind of diet or whatever.
Yeah.
So now this is healthy,
Absolutely.
guys. Healthy.
So
You can
healthy,
have
hey?
this.
The tasty wheat, packed full of nutrients.
I love it.
Keep
It's
you
also
full
low
for
in
all
sodium.
day.
It's got very few kind of artificial elements added to it. Really great source of fibre, as you say.
Absolutely.
So it is so simple. You can see how we are padding here.
Yeah,
that there is so
we're just
little
gonna
to put
talk
into
about
this,
it.
you know. So where do we begin? How does it all
Okay,
come
so
together?
in this pot here, I've got some milk and some water.
Okay.
You could use all milk, or you could actually use all water. But
Could
I
you go
like
half
a
and half?
combination. You could do half and half.
Half and
if you
half, like the Americans,
Add some
yeah.
cream, yeah. Okay, so then just heat these two together. And then, like I said, we're going to add some cinnamon. What you could do is add a cinnamon stick if you wanted. But I like the speckles of cinnamon throughout the...
Visually, it looks nice. And you haven't been shy there. That's like a teaspoon.
No, don't be shy. If you want something to be flavoured cinnamon, you must put it in, you know what I mean? And then just to sweeten it up, a bit of honey. You could use maple syrup if you like. You could also use brown or white sugar. It's completely up to you. You could even use a sweetener if you're that way inclined.
Xylitol or something like that, yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so just sweeten it to taste. So no real measurements there. Okay, so then
None
once...
required. You were like, just put a cup in. Put a
Less than a cup, like a couple of tablespoons. And this will actually serve 3 to 4 people. So
okay, cool.
It's going a long way. Okay, so then our champion, the tasty wheat. So what I like to do is sort of sprinkle it in while whisking, just so I don't get any lumps. So to about 3 cups of liquid, you'll use a cup of the tasty
3
wheat.
to 1, cool.
There we go. And then just whisk it all in. And if you like it thicker, add a little bit more. It's up to you. Okay, so then you whisk it all together, put it on, leave it on the heat, and leave it to sort of bubble up, and you'll see that it will absorb all the liquid.
And you can kind of see the texture when it's right, yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to switcheroo.
Cool.
Here we go. Here's
dissolve. There we go.
Here's one that's absorbed the liquid, so you can see it's quite thick, which I love. Okay, so then we're ready to sort of jazz it up and serve it. And this you could serve as is.
Yeah.
But like you said, I like to sort of take it to the next level. So I'm just going to dish some up. You could stir the nuts and the fruit into this if you like, but I'm going to serve it just as is like this. So I'm going to spoon it into a bowl.
Because this is for Instagram, and we're going to make it look beautiful.
Absolutely. Okay, so a bit of... And, I like to be generous with the portions because it is really tasty. It's earthy.
Yeah, no,
it's really
it's beautiful, yeah.
And if you eat a substantial amount, it's going to keep you full until your next meal, which is what you want.
It really is, yeah.
This is some toasted coconut.
Nice.
For extra texture.
Which we toasted ourselves. That's why I was here an hour earlier, just toasting coconut.
Just toasting, right?
Sorry, Steph.
And then a few nuts. Also, roasted nuts, always, extra flavour. I'm just going to put a little bit more coconut on there. And then some dried fruit. So you could do dried peaches, dried apricots, dried prunes, whatever you like, whatever tickles your fancy. So there we go. And then a little bit of extra honey, just because, I like things a little bit extra sweet.
Honey.
Aww.
Oh, thanks, honey.
Honey for you, honey.
That looks beautiful. Oh, looking delicious. Of course, the keyword here is jungle. To 33728, we'll send you a little recipe, all the ingredients that you need. But let's do a quick recap, see how we arrived at this beautiful creation.
Place milk, honey and ground cinnamon in a pot and heat up. Add the jungle tasty wheat and whisk until thick. For the full recipe, visit the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to www.expressoshow.com. SMS the keyword jungle to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone. Click on the link provided to view the recipe. SMSs cost R1.50. No free SMSs. T's and C's apply.
This looks amazing. Zola, you are a genius.
Every day she proves it. So as always, we love to send you on your way with a motivational quote. Just like a great breakfast, we want you to have that great launching pad. So this one is quite a cool one. It always seems impossible until it's done. Who said that? Madiba. Let that sustain you through your day, while this sustains me through mine. Oh. Yum.
Jungle, the natural energy champion.
All right, stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast show on this Friday morning. When we come back, we not only are celebrating Spring Day today, but Erica, Jody and Abel are also here to help us to celebrate Casual Day as we do on the first Friday of September.
I absolutely love it. And then, of course, it's time for our Fashion Fix, where we are on vogue and on time. All that and more coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, only on SABC3. Welcome to it. If you've just tuned in, you're just in time to get a roundup of your international entertainment news.
Oh, well, I don't know if you guys remember the song by Michael Jackson, Bad. The
Sure.
album, all right?
Sure.
Well, it turned 30 years old,
Wow.
and I mean, it was definitely one of those classics that we love too. Songs like Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, and of course, Smooth Criminal. One didn't have to go far looking for a party when those hits were at its crescendo, and we certainly hope that everybody remembered this day, and of course, the King of Pop will never be forgotten.
No, man, and those hits are still just as
I know,
big today.
right?
Every time you hear it, you just want to break it
Now
out.
that's
It's
what I
amazing,
call
eh?
music.
Timeless, timeless Michael Jackson. Love it.
Absolutely. Well, moving on to some more feel-good things. International celebrities united to help those affected by the Hurricane Harvey. And I think, you know, there were so many unfortunate and very devastating images of people who had lost absolutely everything. I mean, people said, you know what, we worked our whole lives to kind of have the homes and the things that we did, and in a split second, it was taken away from us. Well, so many people came out in support. We're talking about the likes of Chris Brown, Jennifer Lopez, Nicki Minaj were amongst the many public figures who contributed their donations towards this cause. And of course, Kevin Hart started the Hurricane Relief Challenge. T.I. and Beyonce also played their part, and I think there was a massive sense of community from every single person, and it's so heartwarming to see that in the face of such devastation, people are coming together and they're remembering the spirit of what it means to be a human being, regardless of race and where you come from. People just came together, and it was really, really inspiring.
That moment in need, I mean, just looking at the photographs, it was really, really sad. I mean, you know, all the many people that's been displaced without their homes, the animals on the streets, that broke my heart. So our thoughts are with each and every one of you in Texas.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you very much. It's a roundup of our international entertainment news right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
All right, so it is a Friday. It's the 1st of September, which means that it's Spring Day. So there's lots for us to celebrate, but it is also the very first Friday of September, which means it is Casual Day all throughout South Africa. Casual Day 2017. And so with the theme celebrating or celebrate diversity this year, we're joined here this morning by Erica de Toy from who is the coordinator for the Western Cape Association of Persons with Disabilities, and also joined by Jody Bell, who is the ambassador for Casual Day 2017. And of course, our favorite mascot, Abel. How are you guys? Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, morning.
Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Erica, let's first talk about the theme this year, Celebrate Diversity, and why it is so important that when we recognize Casual Day, not just by wearing the stickers, but that we also include the diversity in our country, the diverse nature of our people.
Yes. Well, as you say, we've got so many different kinds of people in South Africa, but even within disability, there's tremendous diversity, which the public don't often realize.
Yes.
Often we think of disability as a wheelchair, but it goes much more. It goes far beyond that. And so that's partly why the theme is diversity, to recognize that within South Africa, there are many diverse peoples, and within disability, there's also diversity, and to recognize each person's right to be who they are.
Yeah, and so hashtag Celebrate Diversity is where you can follow that trend, and of course the theme of this year's Casual Day 2017. So Jody, tell me about your role as an ambassador, what it means and why it is that you chose to take on this position and to add your voice.
Well, I grew up having a disability, and I've got a year in life with 2 cochlear implants. And I also realised when growing up, people needed to be more aware of disability and how you speak to a person with disability, what terminology to use. So I made it part of my mission to make people aware of that, and also to celebrate diversity. And it's not just a wheelchair or just blindness, or there's so many more, all the small things that people miss. So I wanted to add my voice this year, and I also grew up with Casual Day in my schools, getting the stickers, wearing casual clothing, never wearing the uniform, and I just wanted to add my voice to that.
Yeah, and so your responsibilities as an ambassador, you do TV interviews like this, and what else do you have to do as in your role?
So I also do the fundraising with the stickers, and I also try to tell people about it. So as an ambassador, you actually have to go out there and actually tell people about it, to make people more aware of it, and to also direct them to Casual Day website and all of that. So it's always about being out on the ground, trying to get people to know more about it.
Yeah, and Erica, of course, there's a very simple way that South Africans can support Casual Day. It's 10 Rand for the sticker, and you wear it to show your support. How much, in terms of funds, have you raised so far, and what are the proceeds used for?
Well, we haven't done the sums just yet, but I can say that last year, nationally, Casual Day raised 28 million.
Wow.
It is the biggest fundraiser for people with disabilities in South Africa. And every year so far, we've been able to increase that amount. So perhaps this year we'll get to 30 million at least.
And all of it goes towards initiatives and organizations?
For people with disabilities, yes. There are national beneficiaries, which includes our organization, the Western Cape Association for Persons with Disabilities. And so they each get some of the proceeds to do whatever project they have that is important.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for bringing us news of Casual Day 2017. Good luck with all the fundraising initiatives. Oh, yes, quickly.
We've brought caps along.
Thank you.
Presenters.
Look at that.
We'd love for you to sign a Casual Day cap for us.
Okay, I will do that right now. And while I do that, let me just quickly tell everyone at home that if you'd like more information, you can go to casualday.co.za. I'll put my signature right over here. Thank you very much, ladies. And thank you, Abel.
Thank you.
Well, it's time for the Fashion Fix right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Time for us to keep you up to date with everything that's happening in the world of fashion. And here to help us do that is Fashion Director Kelly Fong and Content Creator Seth Shezi. Hello, darlings.
Hello.
And then there were 3. What happened to everybody else?
The last one standing.
Oh, okay. We don't actually care, because as long as we have you, that's all important. Now, Kelly, let us talk about what's happening in the world of international news. What is the one story we have to know about?
Okay, so well, the topic of diversity is as fashionable as thigh-high boots, but the fashion industry has had a long, long, long history of failing at it completely, and we've had enough.
Really, yeah.
So now the Fashion Spot, a website, has done an audit.
Yeah.
And they've just released a report.
Yeah.
And they've done a lot of research, and basically what they've said is for the first time ever, diversity is starting to improve.
Oh wow, that is
so
amazing.
in all the international campaigns for the season, over 30% of them include people of color.
That is wonderful.
Okay, but 2017, so we're only getting there now.
Yeah,
right?
we should have been a lot further
come
ahead.
on.
But
we are for progress.
Yeah,
You can see Louis Vuitton.
I mean, look at this.
You can see Calvin Klein.
I love it.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
Not fast enough, I might add, but I'm happy to say that
we're getting there.
It's getting there.
Absolutely.
And it looks fantastic.
I love it. Well, Seth, let's change gears for a second and talk about what happens locally. Of course, Zoe was telling us about the amazing event that she attended. Woolworths launched its spring-summer collection. Let's talk about that.
So in local news, the hottest thing is the party that happened last night. So Woolworths hosted a spring-summer launch of their re-collection. And this time it's all about customization. So allowing people to sort of add a bit of individuality to their pieces. We all love denim, and so now you can actually add some kind of elements where you go in store, and they had one in Senton, and we had a whole host of celebrities who were there, and I know you mentioned about it, but we just have to go through a few, people like Lorna, for instance, were there, and and you can customize that. You can add a name. I mean, she obviously, and then some great stylists there. You have Kwena Baloy there, and then you've also got Boogie, who are well-respected stylists, also coming in and showing their sort of take on what you can do with customized denim. And I think it's going to be a hit this season. I mean, and with pearls on it. So I mean, girls will go crazy now. But I think there's also something for the guys as well.
Fantastic. Well, I absolutely love it. And it just seems to me that, the world of fashion is getting more and more awesome. And then, of course, let's talk trends. What are the things that we need to be aware of right now?
Okay, so but beyond pearls and denim, you get, once in a while, get these kinds of trends which at first you like a bit weird, it's a bit weird, and eventually it stays and we love it. And they've officially called this trend lamp shading.
What?
Get to know the term lamp shading.
Shading, okay,
so
why?
It's slouchy sweater on the top and then some sexy thigh-high boots at the bottom.
Oh, I like this look.
And that slither of thigh
just a little
is the sexiness that comes in, and perfect for spring that is starting from now on.
Love, love, love. Okay, wonderful. Guys, you guys are amazing, and of course I can't wait to talk about, is this another one?
That's lamp shading, so it's bigger at the top, skinny at the bottom.
Okay, well then some people are going to take bigger at the top to a whole nother level, okay? A whole nother level. We love Rumi. Well, our Fashion Fix team is not going to be going anywhere, because when they return, it's time for us to play our game that we love so much. It is time for Fab or Fail. Stick around.
That's right, stick around indeed, because we're taking a quick break. After the break, as Lee said, it is a game of Fab or Fail.
Or maybe.
You're confusing them.
I don't know. I just don't know anymore.
Then you might have thought that because it was Spring Day, we brought in Mi Casa. I'm going to turn it over and say, spring has arrived because Mi Casa are here. Gentlemen, always such an honor and a pleasure. They bring you a performance after the break. Or are they?
I want to go on an adventure. And I want to bring my best friend along. So I need the cheapest flights. And when I book, I want to know it's with someone I trust. That's why I'm choosing TravelStart. Celebrate TravelStart's birthday from 28 August to 1 September and book cheap travel deals online, like return flights to Bali from 4999. TravelStart.co.za. Travel made simple.
back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's time for us to play another game of Fab or Fail with our Fashion Fix squad. And of course, we've got Kelly and Seth joining us on the couch. Now, you guys know how this works. We're going to put on a picture of a celebrity who either got it right or didn't get it right, or at some other, trending event. And shall we begin, ladies and gentlemen? Are you ready? Yes. Okay, do you have your paddles?
Ready.
All right, we've changed up the paddles just a little. We've got more variations now, but let's start off with the very first one. Queen Bee, we're talking about Bonang. She was hosting an award ceremony. Let's see what she wore. Oh my, do we even have to say anything about this? Show me. Yes, it is fab. Gorgeous.
Love the color.
Hey?
Gorgeous color, and she looks like she's poured into it, and obviously she knows how to pose.
I love that, what you said, poured into it. It's just like it works. Everything about it works.
Liquid satin.
I know, gorgeous. Yeah. All right, next one, Nomuzi Mabena. Hey. Uh-oh, there's a little bit, what is that? Is that a fail?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a fail.
And you love it.
I love it because I think that she's working it, and also she's a musician, so she can get away with that. If it was anyone else, you'd look like you slipped out in your underwear. But for her, she can put it off. I think she looks gorgeous.
Okay, let's take a look at television presenter Tembisa Ndoda. Come on now, I love it.
I also love it.
You also love it?
Yeah.
What do you love about it,
I just
Kelly?
don't think she needs that big choker thing. I think
It's
just
a bit
the bright pattern is enough.
Everything is awesome. Okay, actress and presenter Kanya Mkangisa. No. Seth, you're not loving it. Why?
No, she looks so pretty, and yet the outfit looks a bit dated.
Yeah, I love it from the neck down. I mean, from the neck up. So.
Yeah.
But she tends to gravitate towards this look a lot. And then finally, Boiti Tulo in Marianne Fassler.
Definitely.
I love
Boiti. Why?
I like the pieces individually, but the styling I think is a bit crazy. The hair, the fishnet, the gold.
Too much.
No,
Too much.
Wrong shoes.
Yeah.
Wrong shoes. Yeah.
Kelly, but you loved it.
But I love her.
Oh, she's great.
Girl, you can't just give it a fab because you love her. Well, thank you so much, team. Always wonderful having you here. And of course, that's Fashion Fix on Expresso, on Vogue and on time. And if you'd like to learn even more about the event of the year that was the Woolworths Hello Summer Launch, then head to our Expresso website for more.
Great.
Oh, thank you very much, guys. Now, listen, if you haven't yet made plans for your weekend, then look no further than these guys over here. Yes, warm that up, Moti. Mi Casa are in Cape Town. They'll be at the Grand Africa Beach right here in Granger Bay next to the V&A waterfront for their album launch tour. They're on it right now. Familia is what it's all about. If you're looking for a taste of what you can expect, here they are with Feeling You.
Woo! Get up and dance. You can't be sitting down for this one, man. Aye, what's up, man? Woo! When you hear the song, you know spring is here. Close tonight. I just wanna kiss you one more time. All I wanna be is by your side. You're my lovey-dovey sugar pie. I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you, my baby. I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you, my baby. Multi, take it away now. I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you, my baby. I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you, my baby. Let's switch it up. Você é meu amor, minha mulher. Você é a minha flor, minha paixão. és a minha luz, és o meu poema, é o meu docinho, que sabor. I'm into you, I'm into you, my baby. I'm into you, I'm into you, I'm into you, my baby. Você é meu amor, minha mulher. Você é a minha flor, minha paixão. És a minha luz, és o meu poema, é o meu docinho, que sabor. I just wanna hold you close tonight. I just wanna kiss you one more time. All I wanna be is by your side. You're my lovey-dovey sugar pie. I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you, my baby. I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you, yeah. I'm feeling you, my baby.
Mi Casa on your feel-good breakfast show. Dr. Duda there with the unexpected break. He gave us an unexpected break. That was dope though, guys. Listen, it's all happening at the Grand Africa Beach Cafe here, Granger Bay, next to the waterfront. It's the launch of the album You're on Tour. How have people been receiving Familia so far, man?
Yo, man, people are loving Familia, and the track Nana has been like making people go crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we can't wait for tonight, and hope to see you there also, bro.
You know I'm gonna be there. From here to London to Canada,
Yes.
next thing,
All over, man.
Italia.
All over.
Would you guys say this is the best work that you've ever produced?
Yeah, man. Like I said before, it was one of those honest albums, you know. So everyone had put in like 100% work on this album. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. From the music, from the vocal side of everything, trumpet, you know. So everyone was present, you know.
Yeah, and we are loving every single bit of it. We all feel like we're part of the
Yes,
family,
you
man.
are, man.
Thank you so much for bringing the music to us. Hope that you enjoyed it very much as well. Let us know on our Expresso Morning Show Facebook page. And of course, these guys will be live as well after 9 o'clock, so make sure that you tune into our Expresso Facebook page live. Man, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, dog.
Hola, pues. Hola, pues. Hola, pues.
See you tonight, man.
In die nasionale Neskasato het planne bekend gemaak vir 'n landswye staking op 27 September. Die vakverbond het gister in Johannesburg gesê die staking is teen korrupsie, staatskaping en werkverliese. Kusatu se hoofsekretaris Becky Nchalinchali het gesê die gesamentlike ewels van korrupsie en werkverliese het veroorsaak dat werkers hulle werk kwyt is en mense is van noodsaaklike dienste ontneem. Hy het gesê die staking sal alle sektore van die ekonomie raak. Die Weskaapse premier, Helen Zille, het 'n aantal maatreëls aangekondig om 'n situasie te vermy indien die provinsie se water weens die heersende droogte opraak. Dit sluit grondwater en ontsouting in. Sy het gister in Kaapstad op 'n nuuskonferensie gesê dat hoewel die huidige situasie kommerwekkend is daar nie rede tot paniek nie. Die provinsie se rampshulpfonds staan op R295 miljoen na 'n R74 miljoen hupstoot van die sentrale regering vroeër die week. Op die internasionale front, die katholieke biskop in die Sentraal-Afrika Republiek sê hy bied reeds die afgelope 3 maande skuiling aan sowat 2000 moslems teen Christen-milisie. Biskop Juan José Aguirre Munoz van Bangassou sê die kerk se terrein is deur aggressiewe anti-Balaka milisie omsingel. Die VN se humanitêre hoof in die SAR, Stephen O'Brien, het 'n waarskuwing gerig oor moontlike volksmoord. Die organisasie Dokters Sonder Grense is verlede week verplig om sy werksaamhede in Bangassou te staak. En dan ten slotte die Irakse eerste minister Haider al-Abadi sê die Nineve provinsie is ten volle bevry van die sogenaamde Islamitiese staat nadat die distrik Tal Afar herower is. Sy aankondiging gister het gevolg nadat die jihadiste groep in die dorp Ayadia verslaan is. Die IS is nou nog net in beheer van enkele stedelike gebiede en 'n barre stuk woestyn in die sentrale en westelike deel van Irak. IS-militante het in Junie 2014 die grootste deel van Nineve, insluitende die provinsiale hoofstad Mosul, ingeneem. Well, that was your 8 o'clock news update. Here's a final look at what's happening in the world of sport.
Football first, and Bafana return to 2018 World Cup qualifying tonight as they take on Cape Verde at 8:30 in African qualifying. South Africa currently sitting second in Group D on 4 points. That was after a 1-1 draw with Burkina Faso, our opponents next week, and a 2-1 win over Senegal. In other African qualifying this weekend, some big guns. Ghana attacking the Congo, Nigeria up against Cameroon, while Senegal, they come face-to-face with Burkina Faso. Then in rugby, the new season of the Pro 14 rugby tournament kicks off this coming weekend, and it sees two South African teams making their debut. The Cheetahs, of course, open their campaign against Ulster in Northern Ireland today, while tomorrow the Southern Kings, they're in action against the defending champions from Wales, the Scarlets. Some other fixtures this weekend, we've got the Cardiff Blues taking on Edinburgh. Ospreys face Zebre, while Connacht, they battle the Glasgow Warriors. Then moving back to football, the transfer window for, I think, most soccer leagues around the world closed early this morning and saw a number of deadline day signings as well. Following the world record move of Neymar, Paris Saint-Germain, they've confirmed the signing of Kylian Mbappe from Monaco on loan, but the Paris side said they'll be obligated to buy the young striker for £165 million next season. Whereas locally in the PSL, Cape Town City striker Lebogang Manyama, he completed a transfer deadline day move to Turkish side Konyaspor. Then in tennis, Roger Federer's quest for a third Grand Slam title this year continued last night as he beat Miguel Yuzhny in 5 sets at the US Open. Battling from 2 sets down, 2 sets to 1 down rather, the Expresso eventually pulled off the win in 3 hours and 8 minutes to set up a round 3 clash with Feliciano Lopez. Some other results from day 4 saw big wins for Juan Martin Del Potro, Yelena Ostapenko and Karolina Pliskova. And that's a wrap of your sport for today.
Well, let's take a final look at your roads, starting off in Gauteng in Fourways. Now, there's been an accident on the N1 northbound before Grosvenor Road Bridge. Although it's been cleared, traffic is still heavily backed up on Beyers-Nudia Drive. Then moving to Gauteng in Boksburg, there's also been an accident on the N12 westbound. It's in the left lane near the Rondebold Road exit, so you can expect delays. That's where we leave your traffic on this Friday morning.
Let's quickly take a last look at those highs and lows for your Friday, the 1st of September, spring day, and it looks like a rather chilly to mild day for most parts of South Africa leading up to the weekend today. Jou temperature Polokwane begin op 8 grade minimum en 'n maximum 28, lekker warm. Mobela 11:24, Pretoria 8:27, Johannesburg begin op 5 grade minimum en 'n maximum 24, Mahikeng 7:28, Klerksdorp 6:24, Kimberley skop af op 4 grade minimum en 'n maximum 23, Bloemfontein 1:22, Richards Bay 15:20, Pietermaritzburg 8 en 'n maximum 20, Durban begin op 16 minimum en 'n maximum 22, Mthatha 6:17, East London kicking off on 11 this morning with a maximum 19, Cradock 2 degrees minimum, nice and cool with a maximum of 19 later, Port Elizabeth 10:18, George 9:18, Sutherland 1 degree minimum with a maximum 18, Cape Town starting off on 11 this morning with a maximum 20 later on today, Worcester 2:24, Springbok 12:24, and Uppington on 8 degrees minimum, reaching a nice and hot maximum of 27 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show for your Friday morning.
Well, we're connecting with you on social media, and earlier we played our Expresso Rewind game. We had a little bit of a tricky question for you, and our question was, a recent study reported the prevalence of overweight and obese South Africans has risen to what percentage? Like I said, it wasn't easy. A lot of guesses coming through. Diane says, I'm going to say 70%. Everyone is saying 64. I am guessing, well, you know what? The correct answer is, in fact, 85. The only person, Wanda Gwala, got it correct first. I see Nicole also getting it correct. Garth getting it correct. I did warn you, it was a little bit of a tricky one, but the correct answer is indeed 85%. Well, if you want to continue to connect with us on social media, remember our hashtag Expresso Show.
All right, well, still ahead on your Feel Good Breakfast Show this morning, man. We get to sit down with Mi Casa. They perform for us. They are amazing. But right now, we are going to be settling some rumors. There's been a couple of, stories around our favorite group, but we're going to settle the score this morning once and for all.
And then Easy Freak's Dom Hurd shows us around his hood, and we can see exactly what's going on where he lives.
We're live, large and in charge. It's a Friday morning. This is your feel-good breakfast show. Fist pumping all the way. Get in there with the weekend, man. Listen, we're hanging out with Mi Casa. These gents since like 2010 have been racking up hit after hit after hit. Songs like Jiga, Don't Wanna Be Your Friend, and now we've got a brand new album, which we're also happy about. Nana's rocking the airwaves. We've been breaking our backs here just because Mi Casa's here. But listen, we want to just talk to these guys about the fact that at some point it was a scary time for you guys and a scary time for us as fans as well, because I remember seeing some of the posts saying since being together, since being together you guys have never really had an argument, things have been swept under the carpet, so you're reconsidering the future of Mi Casa. Was that a real thing? Was that a real thing?
Yeah, it was, man. It wasn't a joke, you know. So take it as like 3 individual guys met like 6 years ago, and then they never fought, and then we never actually brought any, you know, discussions or whatever arguments into. We never treated them seriously. You know, so that turned into something else because everyone had, you know, his own like problems. Didn't want to take it out because we had like a bromance. We treated everything like we treated everything like a bromance, but we didn't realize that it's actually affecting us because we never sit down and say, this is how I feel. This is how, you know.
If I can ask this question, because what we see on stage, what we see on Expresso when you guys are performing is just the absolute joy of the world. That is amazing, that we feed off of as well in terms of energy. But what's been the most challenging part of the past 6 years journey for each of you? The most challenging part?
As a collective or individually?
Individually, because obviously it's those individual factors that contributed to getting to this kind of point.
Look, I think like what you see on stage and what you see here, like when we perform, it's who we are. Like we love our music. I think that the hardest thing about this whole thing for me is sometimes the schedule. Like just the challenging part of just always being up and down different places all the time. So that for me is challenging.
Well, I would say the communication, you know? Because communication was one of the things that also led to Mi Casa nearly breaking up. You know, so just trying to get Duda's attention or Jay's attention, or even vice versa, you know, like sometimes would be hard. So at that time you'd find that things would need to get done like ASAP, you know? So communication was a huge factor, man, or from my side.
Yeah, for me, man, it was like the hardest decision from the first time we met. That I had a career going on, and then I had to switch and then accommodate each and everyone, you know, and then I never met them before, you know. So it was one of those, do I really, is this me? Is this what I want, you know? Because if you look at it, we all grew up with different, you know, likings and whatnot and whatnot. So as brothers, or we had to accommodate each other, and sometimes you just sacrifice, sometimes you do things not from your heart, you know. That's when we realize now that we're actually a family, man.
Yeah, man.
So we have to stick together. And
there's no Beyonces here.
No, there's no time for Beyonce. There's no time for Beyonces here, man.
So when that turnaround came, how much did that belief in yourselves as a team feed into the energy of now? Like when we write, now we're writing this kind of music and kind of trying to, you know, bring on that next wave of Mi Casa. Because every single album has had its peak points. Did that build up contribute to that?
I think that personally was the key to this album, and why I think it's the best work we've ever done, because I think we overcame something. And you know, when you go through something that's challenging, you always come out stronger. And when we got into the studio, it was just like, because we were actually so stressed out about this whole thing individually, that when we managed to like fight for it and make it work, we were just like, oh my God, let's just make music. That's why we made the album, because we wanted to document this moment so that we could remember one day what it was about, you know?
What were some of your favorite moments in studio while you were recording, when you were like, dude, I like that hook.
I think one of my biggest moment when we actually changed the song. We were nearly done with the Feeling You song, and then we had to change that song to a complete something else, you know, on the go, on the fly, like. I was like, oh, okay.
You like working under pressure, clearly. It's like, the thing is done, let's change it up.
Yeah, let's just change it up. I remember we only like It was one day left only just to complete everything on the album. So Jay came and then we were like, okay, let's just change this song now.
Oh, man.
And guess what? People are commenting on the song, man, and they're like loving it and stuff.
And of course, we can experience those magical moments tonight.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
At the Grand Cafe here next to the waterfront. What can people expect? You were talking about like a new lighting rig that you guys have got?
Yeah, we got a whole new like lighting visual thing that we've invested in now. Obviously for like our Europe travels, you know, we travel smaller and we go try and make an impact. So new lighting. But tonight's different because like we're there to celebrate. We're not there just to perform. We want to celebrate with the people that have made us who we are, our familia, our Cape Town familia. So tonight's just about having a party, man.
Yeah, if you see me dancing, man.
If you see me dancing, then you go behind and you manage the decks. Of course. Catch them tonight. The information is on your screen right now, and we'll surely also share it with you on our social media platforms. Friday night is going to be lit in Cape Town. Mi Casa in the house, baby.
Oh, it's always great having Mi Casa in studio. Now, earlier, the music duo Easy Freak, they explained their lyrics to us, Moves on You. Now we want to get to know them a little bit better, more specifically lead vocalist Dom Hurd. He shows us his homestead of Durban, and we couldn't let this opportunity skate by.
What's up, guys? It's Dom here from Easy Freak. Today I'm going to be showing you through my hood. We're going to be starting out Saviour Cafe. Let's check it out. You got to start your day with coffee, and Saviour Cafe is where I start mine. Best coffee in town. Max, the owner, is such a good dude. They actually also do leather work, which is very cool. So they have a little spot in the shop for you to go check out their leather stuff. Great food, great coffee, and it's just a great vibe. But let's go get some lunch. So we're here at Durban Beachfront, enjoying my Afro's chicken lunch. It's such a cool restaurant, such a cool concept, simple, good food. They got so many new shops opening, but you know, the original one on the beachfront is still my favorite. What I love about this Afro's is you can place your order, a couple minutes, you got your food, and you get to enjoy it on the amazing Durban beachfront. You know, this view, this weather, it's incredible. So let's tuck in. I think what's so special about Durban is that it's such a lifestyle-based city. Such good weather all year round, beautiful beaches, so much stuff to do all around us, like the Berg and, you know, Belita side of things as well. So back at my place, I have this like incredible view of the city. And you know, when you're sitting there like in my studio writing music, like you can't help but be inspired by just the incredible views. Durban's like full of vibrant and warm people. Just the general atmosphere here is incredible. Just the Durban beachfront, I enjoy skating along the promenade, stopping off at the park and having a little few tricks on the ramps. I'm not very good, but I enjoy getting out there. So one of my favorite things to do is come to the skate park, get my head in the zone, practice my tricks. And the reason I love doing it here at the Durban skate park is it's right by the ocean, right on the promenade, beautiful ocean breeze coming off. It really gets your head in the game. Guys, it's been awesome showing you around my hood. For now, I'm gonna get back to my skate.
I just love the gents there from Easy Freak, absolutely. Right now, that we're jumping into the kitchen with something delicious. Now, this weekend, it is the Cape Town Street Food Festival. Very exciting, and it's happening at the Side Street Studios in Woodstock. And this morning, we have Nobongo with us this morning to chat about the festival. She is, of course, a Third Culture Experiment host and a freelance writer. She's here to tell us all you need to know about the food festival and also to cook delicious chili liver umfino and beetroot hummus. How are you doing, my dear?
I am. How are you?
I'm also good. Thank you. You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you kindly.
Hey,
Thank
spring
you.
day, hey, inspired.
If not,
there.
why not? You must dress how you want to feel.
I like it. Listen, the Street Food Festival, very, very exciting, celebrating the food culture that we have.
Yeah.
What can we expect?
Geez. Street Food Fest has been rocking for, I think this is year 3 now.
Okay.
And I've actually managed to attend all 3 in its progression. It's an excellent experience. It's a weekend of just yummy, delicious food, of laughter. There are talks where you're learning about food and the food of business as well. It's just an incredible experience. And humans, if you're in Cape Town, if you're in Joburg, you should sign up.
That is it. That is it. And there's a night and a day kind of market
100%,
happening, which is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's true. So they've introduced the night market this year, and that's going to be, I'm pretty sure tomorrow is Saturday, so it's going to be tomorrow.
Saturday tomorrow.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to tell you just a little bit how you can walk away with a set of double tickets to attend either the night or the day market. But let's get to our chili
Cool
livers
beans.
quickly.
Shot.
Right, Nabonga, where do we start?
Okay, so chili livers, you start with your onions, chop them into rings, plonk them onto the stove, and heat them until they caramelize effectively.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Sounds easy enough. And then we have our livers.
Indeed.
So here we have lamb livers.
Indeed, we do have lamb livers.
Okay.
You'll forgive that I'm going to start here instead.
No, all good. You're the chef. What do I know?
I mean, you know, you've been doing this for a moment. We'll have to give you some cred.
Oh, wow, look at you. So nice, eh?
Shot a lot. So you've got your lamb liver. I mean, you know, a lot of animals have livers, so you can always swing whichever version you want to run with. But this cooks faster than cow, for instance.
Okay.
Beef, it's called.
Yeah.
So, and it works out better. It's like Mom is a fan of this version. And that's why we opted for it today.
And it also cooks fairly quickly.
This is the thing, which is a win. And street food, you want to be
it needs to be on the go.
100%.
Right.
Cool beans.
So once this is done, I mean, you just kind of fry these till they're pretty much finished.
Indeed.
Okay.
So we're adding garam masala and cumin to ours to give a little bit of an earthy feel. But in real life, well, growing up in the Eastern Cape, you generally keep your food quite simple. So salt, water, and you're good to go.
That's it. But now we have some spice. We have some chili. So let's add the spices in there.
Cool
Let's have a
beans.
see.
So...
Oh, yes.
It's looking gorgeous. We said
Okay,
garam.
was that our masala,
Yeah. And you've got your cumin here as well.
All right.
We've also got chili oil in there because I'm a super fan of heat in life in general.
We love it. We love it. Okay.
I'm here for heat. If not, why not?
If not, why not?
Indeed.
And then you want to season it with some pepper as well?
Because, you know, in the land of 2017...
We have pepper grinders.
In short.
In short?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
and it's called rainbow pepper as well, which is amazing.
I'm just going to do a young drizzle here.
All right, with some chili oil, eh?
Yeah.
So that's where the spicy comes in. The chili livers, we love it.
Yeah.
Right, so let's move on to the umfino.
Sure.
Unpack that for us.
Not a stress. So umfino, ta-da!
is ready made. Right. So what do we have in there?
Oh, gosh, okay. So you have a whole bunch of leaves. Cabbage, spinach, turnip leaves. There's onion. You've got the actual turnip bulbs chopped up as well. You've got, drumroll please, mealie meal and mini rice.
It helps, okay.
And that's it, basically.
All right.
So how you pull it together is just, well, you effectively boil the whole world. So you boil it, and it's effectively what it is stiff papa that's green.
Okay, I get it. But I'll tell you what, if you want to get your hands on the recipe, SMS the keyword spicy to 33728. That's spicy to 33728. Spice to 33728. And we'll send you everything you need to know for our beautiful chili livers and umfino and also our beetroot hummus.
Yeah.
So this is our dish, all right? So let's move on to our beetroot hummus. Now, so these two will now go together. You'll dish them up together.
Definitely.
Okay, and here we have a beautiful beetroot hummus.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Just as gorgeous as you are this morning.
Romance, love it.
There we go, you see now? So this would be served together with that?
Yes, indeed. And the logic behind it was just to add a pop of color, right? Yeah, that's really it.
All right.
And also because hummus is just, it's a yummy default and it's nice to play around with
beetroot.
it. Yeah, and also beetroot. Again, growing up, it's a default salad. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Nobongo, thank you very much, man. This is definitely something to look forward to when it comes to the festival. Now, like I said, you can win some tickets. So you like those tickets available to Cape Town Street Food Festival. All right, that's happening this weekend. Is the Cape Town, like I mentioned, there's the Street Food Festival happening this weekend in Cape Town. It is definitely a fantastic event to go by. It's a night festival happening as well on Saturday and a day festival on Sunday. Now, if you want to taste some of the street food and win double tickets to this event, then you just SMS the keyword lunch, followed by your name, surname, and one of the following options: night or day. All right, easy like that, depending on the day you want to attend. To you can SMS that to 33728. That's 33728. Now remember, SMSs cost R1.50. No free SMSs apply. T's and C's do, however, and you can find them on our website, expressoshow.com. Easy as that.
Clover Fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
Well, your Friday Feel Good Morning continues right after the break. We've got interior designer Dylan Thomas to talk to us about Spring Day and more so about how to embrace Spring Day in your home.
And then you can do it yourself with our DIY queen Zoe, who's going to be making a spring-inspired bag this morning. Beautiful stuff. Stick around.
I want to go on an adventure. And I want to bring my best friend along. So I need the cheapest flights. And when I book, I want to know it's with someone I trust. That's why I'm choosing Travel Start. Celebrate Travel Start's birthday from 28 August to 1 September and book cheap travel deals online, like return flights to Bali from 4,999. Travelstart.co.za. Travel made simple.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Well, spring is officially here. We're so excited, and it's time to break out of that winter rut and update your house for the sunny days to come. Now, as the colors change outside from gloomy gray to perfectly sunny with a bright, slap of color, our interiors also request a little bit of a refresh. And there's no better way for our space to blossom than by celebrating the trends of the season. So this morning we're joined by Expresso's favorite interior designer, Dylan Thomas, to give us a rundown on how we can embrace spring 2017. Dylan, so good to have you
Can you believe it's spring?
I cannot actually. You know what? Winter was long, but it's finally here, so we're really happy about that. Let's jump straight into it. How can we even begin to start updating our homes for spring 2017?
So I think the very first step that we need to do is spring clean. Just declutter.
Yeah.
Get rid of everything that we don't need, all that excess of baggage in essence, and just start with a clean palette.
I've already done that. I'm so excited. I gave away so much. I threw away so much. It was very nice. I feel lighter already.
Fantastic.
Flowers.
This is the most important thing to bring in from a spring point of view. And you can bring it in everywhere. So you can bring it to your bathroom, your bedrooms, and just very simple bouquets of flowers, just to add that punch of color.
Yeah, I love that. And then, of course, a way to refresh and just give something a new look is a slap of paint.
And it's the most cost-effective way to do it. All you have to do is just change it into your favorite color that you like, but just no garish colors.
Of course, definitely. And
Keep
then
it sophisticated.
adding like little spots of color in your home, like maybe pillows, or how would one start doing that?
So I think that the one thing is, if you love a color, bring it in through, if it's, let's go with yellow, right? And bring a bowl of lemons into your kitchen, or yellow side chairs and things like that, just to bring that color back into your space in a very sophisticated way.
I love it. Well, I love that spring is here. I love that we can finally welcome color back into our homes. So exciting. Well, Dylan's not going to go anywhere, because spring is definitely a season of change and of new beginnings. And when we return, we're chatting about the latest trends that we can expect for spring 2017, and of course more tips on how you can embrace spring in your home in terms of decor and lifestyle. Well, before we continue, let's head over to our DIY princess, and Zoe is doing something really interesting when it comes to placemats.
A girl can never have too many handbags, right? A bag habit can become an expensive one unless you learn to make or remake them yourself. Today's bag project using placemats is perfect for spring. It is simplistic, it is chic, and will add the perfect statement to any outfit. Play around with the size of the placemats or even the wooden rings. Hopefully what I show you today is enough to get you started. For today's how-to, you will need 2 woven placemats, 2 wooden rings, black sewing thread, black embroidery thread with a large hand needle wide enough to fit the embroidery thread through, a pair of scissors, a sewing machine, and pins. To create the top of our bag, we're going to take our placemat and fold it over 5 centimeters and pin it down. Load your sewing machine with the matching thread, then sew a straight stitch across the flat folded edges to secure them in place. You can trim off the excess once it's sewn. Now we're going to pin both placemats together with the folded sides on the inside. Sew around the edge of the bag, starting from where the curve begins and following it around with 1 centimeter from the edge. Do make sure to leave the flat edge unsewn so you can get in and out of the bag. With the bag nearly completed, we're going to attach the handles using a large needle and some embroidery thread. Thread your embroidery thread into your needle and do a few stitches into the inside of the woven fabric to secure it. Then move along and continue until you have a few sections of thread, each loop twice so it's nice and secure. With these simple steps, you were able to create a brand new spring bag using old placemats, and let's be honest, that didn't look pretty beforehand. So take this with you the next time you head to the beach or on a warm night out. To view more of our how-to videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any suggestions, head on over to our Facebook page and drop me a message.
Wow, Zoe, that's amazing. I definitely will be using that DIY trick. Well, Dylan is still with us here this morning, and we're talking about spring and all of the trends that you can look forward to and how to incorporate them into your home. Dylan, now I know that we were talking about a few things, but what else can we do to embrace spring when it comes to our homes?
So the thing is now, like, everything has been all about textures, right, coming out of winter. So it's to get rid of all those textures and really, like, declutter.
Talking about getting rid, is it a problem that I have 11 pillows on my bed?
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit, but it was winter. I love a lot of pillows. Okay, what must I do now?
So now it's time to like take all of that off and like literally declutter. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to change the scatter cushions and bring in a bit of color through that way. And that is also the most inexpensive way to update your space is through scatter cushions. Okay. Simple and easy. Then after that is bringing the outdoors indoors.
What does that mean?
So bringing in a fragrance, like a home fragrance, so something that's very floral or something with a fresh smell, like a little diffuser here and there, and it just brings that sense of outdoors indoors.
Yeah, and of course light.
Yes,
light
lots of light.
Essential.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
Embrace it. Open the curtains.
Wonderful.
Don't try and keep it out.
Okay, so what are some of the latest trends that are so hot right now that we can start incorporating into our homes?
So I think the first thing is color.
Yeah.
So, and the color is, coming from winter, we've had lots of jewel tones, but it's now the brightest shades of the jewel tones, which I think is really important. So the yellows are a lot more sophisticated and not as deep, which is amazing, right? You can see on the screen.
Nice.
The greens as well. and all the different hues of pink and purples and stuff like that.
Okay, so is colour the only trend? Because I mean, I know that you mentioned yellow. Is this a trend that we can keep in our homes? We're not going to have to do anything when it comes to summer.
No, not at all. All this is you just layering on top of it. So
Okay.
you've like decluttered, you've added a bit of colour, and then as we're going to summer, you're just going to start embracing that even more and more.
Wonderful. Oh, I love it. So we're getting rid of the cushions.
Yes.
We're bringing in colour.
Well,
we're
will you get
bringing-
rid of the cushions?
Probably not. I love cushions. My friends hate it though. They're like, get rid of it. Dylan, thank you so much.
thank you
As
for
you can
having
see,
me.
you've already brightened everything in our lives, and we can't wait to chat to you again.
Fantastic, thank
Well,
you.
spring is officially here, so get excited and make sure that you incorporate a lot of what Dylan was talking about in your home this spring.
Some great ideas shared indeed. Thanks so much, guys. And now it's time to wind down the week with some fun and fantastic design, because it's Winner Home on Afternoon Express today. And after a grueling challenge, the design duos are ready to reveal their master and guest bathrooms. So with the work done, the judges will now have to decide which duo's design deserves to be showered in glory.
Watch Winner Home on Afternoon Express and follow 3 talented design duos as they transform 3 empty houses into fully decorated luxury homes, one of which you could win.
Today, we're in the natural habitat of 2-time challenge winners, Team House and Leisure.
Doing 2 bathrooms at the same time is hectic.
Double stress, double crazy, double tear. No, no one cried. Well done. Wow.
Yeah, no one cried.
Yet. I know.
They can't take no more.
Don't miss Winner Home Fridays at 4 p.m. on Afternoon Express. The stage is yours.
And there you have it, Winner Home, South Africa's premier interior design reality competition, proudly brought to you by Private Property. Now, if you vote for your favorite design duo, you could win incredible prizes in the bi-weekly giveaway. Now, the latest prize up for grabs is a Grower Smart Control rain shower system valued at 11,000 Rand. Say wow, yes, wow. So to get your entries in now, and stand a chance of not only winning the bi-weekly giveaway, but also get automatically entered into the grand prize, a home of your own at the Eye of Africa Golf and Residential Estate. Now, this estate comes with finishes by Plascon and Caesar Stone and premier appliances by Grundig to the total value of 3 million Rand. So don't miss all of the drama and razzle-dazzle on Winner Home this afternoon at 4 p.m. on Afternoon Express. In fact, here's a look at how you can enter into the competition.
This is your chance to win the home you've always dreamed of. SA's favorite interior design reality competition, Winner Home, sees 3 design duos transform empty spaces into lavish homes, and one of them could be yours. To enter, visit privateproperty.co.za and vote for your favorite design duo. Put yourself in line to win amazing prizes in the bi-weekly draw and automatically be entered for a chance to win the grand prize, your choice of one of 3 fully designed homes in the Eye of Africa Golf and Residential Estate in the south of Joburg. The finished property will include luxurious finishes by Plascon and Caesar Stone, as well as premier home appliances by Grundig, with a total prize value of more than 3 million Rand. Competition details plus T's and C's can be found on the Private Property website. Watch the breathtaking properties come to life as the design drama unfolds and stand a chance to win the biggest prize on South African television, your very own dream home.
Oh, my word, spring has sprung. Breathe it in. And if you're battling to do that, we're going to clear those sinuses after the break, getting into the kitchen to whip up some hot and spicy Buddha bowls. Then we are giving away bucket loads of tickets to the movies. Stick around.
In the Expresso kitchen, we have so much fun. Sharing our recipes is such a joy. But what happens if you miss part of the recipe during the show? Don't worry, you can find all the recipes featured on Expresso at expressoshow.com. Go to the food tab and click on the recipes to access our delicious archive. You can also ask your cooking questions via Facebook, Twitter, or phone in live on the culinary hotline with me, Zola, and guest chefs every Wednesday. Tickle your taste buds with all that's yummy online with Expresso.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso, only on SABC3. It's a beautiful day in the Mother City. The 1st of September, spring is here. And in keeping with spring, we're celebrating all those beautiful colours. We're making a beautiful, colourful Buddha bowl this morning with Natasha Napoli this morning. We also have my man, Jay Something, with us this morning just to give us a bit of a healthy treat going into the weekend. Natasha, lovely, man.
Yeah,
welcome.
So 1st of spring, it's going to be a beautiful month, and look at the weather that's arrived.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man.
I thought we should maybe make something that's super healthy. You know, everyone's trying to get their summer bodies back and ready for summer.
That's it. Yeah, best start now.
Yeah.
Jay, so a Buddha bowl, man, are you a fan?
Yeah, I'm a fan. I love it. It's all so fresh and raw. It's lovely.
Yeah,
So this is, it's kind of a new trend that's just, you know, like come into the like scene.
Yeah.
In Bali, if you go to Bali, you'll see everyone's like all the like famous models
So
or
basically it's
bloggers,
all about
food bloggers. It's just kind of like
fresh
freshness. You try and source organic
Yeah.
as possible. And then just raw and healthy and fresh.
Let's put it together, Natasha. Let's see what this
perfect.
Buddha bowl comes to.
So it's super simple.
You can put any of us to work as well, I don't mind.
Okay, cool. Most of it's just been done. It's just like...
I'm just here to watch.
It's basically just getting your favorite ingredients, whatever that is for you. These are some of my favorite.
Okay.
Roasted butternut.
Got it.
So let's start with the greens first. So you just take some rocket and pop it in the bowl. Just
Okay.
like this. And it's super simple, super easy. You just basically cut everything up so
Yeah.
it's ready to go,
And
and then
assemble
when
it.
it is ready, you just assemble.
Yeah.
And it's nice to do it like with a whole bunch of people, get everyone to chop up stuff.
What do we have there?
This is quinoa, and we've done it in a coconut milk.
Right.
So it's got
Smell
like
it.
a
Yeah, okay.
You've got like it's not just like a plain quinoa. It's coconut milk, quinoa, some rocket, some beets.
Just want to do some quality control. Just make sure that it's fine.
But I'm going to leave that job to you, man.
Smells nice,
That's
man.
it, yeah. Grab a fresh juice while you're at it as well.
Yes.
That's lovely.
We can have
Okay, cool.
our juices.
So beetroot?
So beetroot over there. We can do some carrots. And the fun thing about this bowl is you can kind of just assemble it and just play with it. And the point is to make it look as beautiful as possible.
Hence, we are using also beautiful edible flowers this morning. So cucumber went in there, some cherry tomatoes.
Some cherry tomatoes that you can just put in here.
I love the fact that you're kind of just throwing it and you're using it. You know, they say, you know, eat healthy, and that's eat foods in the most raw form.
And the best thing, exactly, and the best thing about this bowl is that it's super healthy. You can eat it, and then once you've eaten it, you don't feel heavy. You feel light.
That's it.
You feel you've got energy.
But if you want to get your hands on the recipe to our beautiful spring Buddha bowl this morning with edible flowers, SMS the keyword salad to 33728. That's salad to 33728. And we'll send you everything you need to know.
This is some roasted butternut, and we've done like a cumin, just cubes.
Okay.
We've done with some cumin and some spices, some cinnamon.
And basically, I mean, now you do that, and then you can add like your chickpeas that you've roasted, the edible flowers, some almonds and nuts and pesto, all of that in there. Salad is the keyword. SMS that to 33728. We're going to finish this guy off, but Natasha's going to be back in just a little bit with a hippie poll. I'd love to see that one. Stick around.
There we go.
Oh man, from our ridiculously abundant garden outside to an abundance of data, Vodacom is about to make your day with up to 1 gig of free data. You get to explore Facebook Monday, Lifestyle Tuesday, Gaming Wednesday, Instagram Thursday, Music Friday today, of course Sports Saturday tomorrow, and Video Sunday. Simply keep a positive data balance on your Vodacom SIM card. Dial *111*634# or download the latest version of the My Vodacom app, and remember to opt in daily to get that 1 gig of free data every day. For all of the terms and conditions and more info, you can visit vodacom.co.za.
Thanks, Graham. Now, the Expresso New Metro Movie Club is becoming seriously popular. In fact, so much so in demand this week that we're giving away hundreds of free movie tickets. Does that have your attention? Okay, cool. So let's show you how you can win.
Make your movie dreams come true in a thrilling cinematic experience with the Expresso New Metro Movie Club. Be a part of an exclusive nationwide pre-release screening of The Dark Tower in 4DX on the 5th of September. You could also be on screen as Expresso will film all the fun and excitement. To stand a chance to win your 4DX seat in Johannesburg, Cape Town or Durban, SMS the keyword Dark Tower, your name and city to 40675. Don't get left in the dark. Be one of the first to see the Dark Tower with New Metro. It's your scene.
All right, we're back with Natasha in our beautiful lush garden this morning. And as I said earlier, we're making a hippie bowl right now. There's our beautiful, what is that?
This is the spring bowl.
Spring bowl, there we go. Spring bowl, and right now the hippie bowl. So how's this one different?
So this one's got more like of a Thai little feel to it, so with the satay peanut sauce.
My favourite.
And then we've got the micro herbs, which are amazing.
Okay.
So it's basically exactly the same, just all your fresh ingredients, just kind of assembled into the bowl, and then you're ready to go. You're ready to
this could make a great dinner idea as well.
Exactly, and it's light. It's so summery and fresh. But basically, excuse my hands.
No, go for it, go for it. You cook with your hands, so it's fine, it's all good.
Exactly, it comes with the love.
That's it.
So you just kind of put everything all together. You can just chuck the avo in.
Some avo in, some cauliflower in there as well.
Some cauliflower, and the best is to make it colourful. That's like the trick. So all your colours, they also call it like a rainbow ball.
That bold, clear to see by the Buddha bowl we made earlier. I mean, look at those flowers there as well.
Beetroot with like sesame seeds, you can just throw those in.
All right.
We can.
I love the fact that you know what I'm seeing with this type of balls. You look around, it's like, okay, maybe I can put this in. I can put this in.
You can just play
it just
with
goes
it.
together. So
some almonds, some fresh like raw almonds.
There we go.
To get your good healthy fats in, and then the best part about this is you can literally just take your hummus. And you just take a big dollop. And you just put it in the middle.
So basically, when you dig into this, I mean, would you just? Where do you even start?
You would just mush it up, and you can maybe go for it. Put some micro herbs on the top to make it look all pretty.
That is amazing.
Yeah, and then
very
the
nice.
edible flowers, just to give it some color. You can get these flowers at Woolies or.
Beautiful, Natasha. I absolutely love this one, especially with the peanut sauce that you're about to use as well.
So
SMS the keyword dinner. Sorry, Natasha. SMS the keyword dinner to 33728 to get your hands on the recipe for our hippie bowl. You can check out both the recipes on our website as well, expressoshow.com. So the peanut sauce?
You just drizzle over like this.
Oh. Goodness in a bowl. We love it, Natasha. Thank you very, very much for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it. Making sure we go into this weekend nice and healthy. The keyword is dinner. SMS that to 33728. High five. That was awesome. Yeah.
Clover Fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
Well, we are enjoying spring on your Feel Good Breakfast show, looking at these beautiful flowers in the studio and also enjoying being outside. But don't go anywhere. We still have a few more minutes left. We'll see you after the break.
Your Feel Good Breakfast show, Expresso, loves to wake up the nation with inspiration, meaningful conversation and a lot of fun. We're also proud that this entertainment and interaction goes beyond TV, and we connect with the Expresso family on social media. So we're proud to announce that Expresso has been named by Africa Brand Index as the #1 TV show on social media in Africa. Expresso has top TV shows across the continent for communicating with our audience on social media. And this achievement is thanks to having the most awesome fans on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
We would like to say thank you so much to our online Expresso family for helping us become the #1 TV show on social media. Oh, it means so much to us to be able to interact with you, and we thank you for being on this journey with us every single day.
Expresso is known for its feel-good stories, and what I love about social media is seeing the response to these incredible stories. It's really heartwarming to see people sharing their own experiences or relay how the story has inspired them. It inspires us to keep finding and sharing these feel-good moments.
I love when the viewers laugh with us, when something funny happens during the show. We speak to the camera and we have a laugh in studio, but it's great that the conversation really becomes a two-way thing when we get to read the viewers' response and they are laughing along with us.
You too can be a part of the #1 TV show social media family on the continent, where you can take a peek behind the scenes and let us know how you feel about topics and stories on the show.
So if you're not part of our social media community yet, what are you waiting for? Please come and join the Expresso family. You can find us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. And we would love to have your voice join our daily conversations.
Don't miss Expresso weekday mornings 6:30 to 9 a.m. on SABC3. The stage is yours.
It's my feel-good breakfast show. Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Time for us to hit to the socials one more time. And the hashtag Spring Day is currently trending. Craig says, happy hashtag Spring Day for those of us in the Southern Hemisphere. Someone else says, swinging into spring. And out and about there looking and enjoying life to the fullest. Also, someone's putting up these beautiful proteas here. Oh no, the sunflowers, sorry. Saying happy hashtag Spring Day. Another person say the day the Lord created hope was probably the same day he created spring. Yes, we need a little bit of hope and spring in our lives. A lot of people very excited about spring and using that hashtag. But if you want to go and see that, maybe if you need a little bit more inspiration in your life and color in your life as well, go and check out the hashtag Spring Day.
Yeah, listen, it's been quite a spring day for us here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Not only have we had loads and loads of fun exploring all kinds of things
But
spring,
awesome, man.
but also with Mi Casa here, it can only be amazing. Listen, is it as fun for you guys to be on Expresso as it is for us to have you here?
It's very fun, man. We love it here.
Yeah?
Brings back a lot of memories. This was like one of the first TV things for us.
We've been yeah. I mean, it's been 6 years for you guys now and 7 years for us.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
So in case you haven't heard yet, be sure to catch Mi Casa tonight at the Grand Beach Cafe here at Granger Bay. And you can also cover this. These guys are going like next levels of business. So like merch.
All kinds of merch.
And we have it for sale tonight for the first time, actually. We're at nice peaks, hoodies, tees.
Kat wanted to know if you've got a Speedo for when he goes to the Maldives.
We made one especially for him for Tropica.
We're getting a Speedo for you, man.
Guys, my house.
Oh, my word. We're
The details for the event are on the screen right now. I'm just thinking like that opening link of the season TIOTA. Just in this video, welcome. But that's not going to happen. You know what, Nem? Jay, for those that have watched you guys perform, there's a particular way in which you dance to each of the songs. Now, when it's Jiga, we know, and we've done the dance. Nana is the brand new single. What's the killer move that you have to do when you hear Nana?
It's kind of like a twist on the. Oh, it's not a twist, but the guara.
Give us a basic.
Nana.
Okay, so you gotta be like.
You just gotta switch out.
Okay, so
we get music.
Everyone can stand up, and we're gonna try and do it.
Everyone.
So it's to the right.
Ah,
And then
to everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
This is gonna be fun.
Just one. Where's Graham? Where's Graham? We need this.
Graham's left us.
Just.
I don't know how to do it, bro. Careful.
No, it's too tight. It's too tight. And so after this, when you guys are done tonight, where to next? What are you guys doing?
So after tonight, we've got so many shows coming up, man. So it's just, we're going Durban on the 1st of October. We're doing the same thing, which is going to be awesome. And then we've got...
We're off to Italy?
Italy, Zim. We've got so many shows coming up, man. So yeah. But tonight, it's all about tonight. We're partying tonight, so just making the most of tonight.
You can also follow them on at Mi Casa Music, right?
Yes, and we just joined Snapchat, which we're having a lot of fun with.
Oh yeah.
We are Mi Casa. Yeah, those filters are the best. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, it's okay like this.
If you've never seen Moti with puffy cheeks, you can see him on the snap. He was like lying on the ground, just warming up the trumpet like that. All right,
Of course, we want to wish all of our Muslim viewers a Eid Mubarak, and we hope that you have a beautiful and a blessed day with your friends and your family. And for those of you who are living close to us, we stay very close by. You know,
What do you mean?
a young barakat would be good there. In my friends in Belhar, y'all know what that means. Y'all know where I live. You can bring me something, okay? Yes, and Lucian wants some too.
Do you guys know what a barakat is? Please explain
so
to me.
barakat is basically just a plate of something, you know. So everything that they get, there, bring the barakat. Okay, we want some, please.
Listen, guys, thanks so much for joining us. We hope that you have an absolutely fantastic weekend, and we'll see you again next week, Monday.
Absolutely, man.
I think there's only one way that we can end this Friday. Pump up the volume, DJ. Spring day. Ladies and gentlemen, cheers, guys. Have a good weekend. Much love. Bye-bye. Hey, ala laman. Awe nana.
Expresso Morning Show, made with love by Clover.
Nada. Feel Good Production.
Forgive me.